Cam Newton sends warning to Shedeur Sanders about speeding. The Cleveland Browns need Shedeur Sanders to focus solely on football. Neither they nor he can afford to have him making the rounds for the wrong reasons. That's why, while it might not seem like a big deal, his 2 speeding tickets cannot go overlooked. That's especially true because of how recklessly he was driving at such a high speed. With that in mind, Cam Newton urged his fellow colleague to take better care of himself and avoid speeding. Driving 100? I've done that, bro. You ain't got to do that. Going 1-1? That's extremely dangerous, Newton said. Newton faced some of the same criticism Sanders is drawing now. The difference being that Newton was a clear-cut, can't-miss superstar prospect who entered the league as the consensus #1 pick after almost single-handedly leading his college program to a national championship win. That's not the case with Sanders, not by a mile. Newton was one of the biggest, strongest, fastest, and most athletic prospects the game had ever seen, whereas Sanders doesn't boast any elite traits. Even despite being an MVP and one of the best quarterbacks of his generation, Newton faced backlash and mockery throughout the course of his career. Sanders doesn't have the benefit of the doubt, so he should take his foot off the gas. The summer heat in Atlanta was thick like molasses, and the sound of high-performance engines hummed through the quiet back roads of Buckhead. Cam Newton, dressed in his signature wide-brimmed hat and flowing designer robe, leaned against his Matt Drac custom Rolls-Royce, sipping an organic cold-pressed juice. He wasn't here for fashion today. He was waiting. Across the street, a blur of red and gold streaked past with a scream of tires and a purr of turbo. Cam's brows lifted. There he was, Shedeur Sanders, son of primetime himself. And today, he was driving like he was trying to outrun gravity. The bright Ferrari SF90 came to a stylish, dramatic stop next to Cam. The engine grumbled like it had something to prove. Shedeur hopped out, grinning, iced-out chain swinging on his chest. "OG Cam," Shedeur shouted. "What you think?" "Sheesh, this thing flies." Cam didn't smile. He took a slow sip of his juice, then walked toward the Ferrari. "I know it flies," Cam said. "That's why I'm here." Shedeur looked confused for a second. "Wait, you set this meeting. You said you wanted to talk business." Cam leaned against the hood of the Ferrari like he owned it, despite the nervous squeak from the carbon fiber. "I said I wanted to talk sense." Shedeur raised an eyebrow, chuckling. "Oh no, here we go. You about to hit me with the OG wisdom, huh?" Cam dropped the juice bottle onto the ground with a thud.